Alright guys, this video is about my 2017 Kona Mahuna and the changes I made to make it more commuter friendly. Initially this bike came with WTB Trail Boss tires, 29er by 2.25. I went ahead and switched those out to the Schwab Marathon tires, and those are 700cc by 47 millimeter, a little bit thicker. But that's just what I prefer. I don't like super skinny tires. I'm a big guy, about 6'2", 300 pounds. Last year and a half I've gained some weight because of a knee injury, and so I'm a lot heavier than I normally am, usually around 240, but not right now. So that's also one of the reasons why I went with a mountain bike for commuting instead of a hybrid or city type bicycle. I wanted the strong frame. There's some impressive weld marks there, and it just, Kona just builds a solid bicycle. When I do get myself back into shape, I want to have the ability to do some trails here where I live in Austin, Texas, and I can just put the 29er tires back on and go for it. So some of the changes I've made, like for commuter purposes, was I put on a just kind of like a wider, thicker, more comfortable seat. This is a Soleil Royale Royal Gel. That's the model. Comfortable seat. The owner of the bike shop I go to, he recommended this. He said he's had some good results with heavier riders using this seat. He recommended it. I went for it, and that's been my experience. The seat has worked well. I've been able to get some mileage before experiencing too much discomfort. My commute is about 7 miles each way, and I can do that no problem. Now on the weekends I have gone for longer rides, and obviously you got 300 pounds bearing down on the old sit bones, you're going to feel it. So some other changes I made were I put the Jones bars on. These are the Jones bar H Loop 710, and I put some Salsa bar wraps on it, and I just went ahead and used a roll on each side. I got this extra thick just because I do get some pain in my wrists and elbows sometimes, and so I just wanted some extra padding. This weekend, this has been on here for about a week, well, no, about 2 weeks actually, and it's worked well. So this weekend I'm probably going to go by the bike store and get another roll and go ahead and do the front of the loop. And then I've also got the ESI super chunky grips on here. They had them in green to match the highlights on the Mahuna, so that was cool. And then I also put on a Toe Peak MTX Explorer 29er disc rack, and I have a Toe Peak trunk bag that just slides right into the rails back here, so that works well for commuting. It hasn't come off at all, and I imagine as long as you just check the little screws underneath every now and then and make sure they're holding, you'd probably use it for off-road as well. I also put on a Toe Peak water bottle cage, and what else did I do to this bike? So I put some Kona platform pedals on here, larger ones. It came standard with the Welgo ones, and I wear a size 13, so I thought it would make sense to put some nice wider platform pedals on here. Something else I did for the bicycle is I took off the quick release skewers, and I added these little 5mm Allen key skewers front and rear. And the reason I did that is I live in Austin, Texas, and bike theft is a problem here, like I assume it is in most major cities. So I went ahead and switched those out, and I've got the skewers in a bag if I want to pop them back in, for if I go on a trip or something where I'm going to be like primarily off-road, like maybe the Katy Trail or the Great Allegheny Passage or the Sino Canal, something like that. I'd probably go to put the skewers back in, or the quick release. For lighting, I went with the Saigo Light Metro. This is the 700 lumen, and it does project a lot of light. I usually use it on the medium setting, and I get about 2.5 hours out of that. And I actually have 2 of them, and the reason I bought 2 of them is because they were on sale. Yeah, so it gives me the option in the evenings when the battery on this one drains, I can just pop on the other one and go. Yeah, so all I gotta do is just switch it out. Pop this one off, pop this one on. Now I know I could have gone with the other Saigo Light model, the one that has the battery sticks, but these are on sale, and I just like to have 2 lights. That way I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket on one light. I got a second one in case there's a total failure. Boom, just pop on another light and I'm good to go. For the rear light, I went with the Saigo light Hot Shot. And this is the 100 lumen version, which is actually extremely bright. According to some people I know who I've ridden with, it's annoyingly bright. However, there's a little button on the back there on the right side, if you're facing it, that allows you to dim the light as well as turn it back up when you're ready. So, oh, I got this little Planet Bike 5 LED blinky. I've had this for a long time. It was off another bike and I just threw it on there as a backup. So if for some reason I run out of charge on this Saigo light back here, I can just go ahead and turn it off and turn the blinky back on. And if I got the trunk bag on, I'd actually just pop this off, put it onto the trunk bag and have it all the way to the rear of the bike. All right. So as far as the bike itself, it's 6061 grade aluminum. It comes with SRAM crankset. It's a 27 speed bicycle. It comes with the Shimano Altis components, and I believe these are good components. They're probably like mid-range components, and the bike runs perfectly smooth for me. It shifts smooth. It's for my intended purpose. These components are just fine. It also comes with hydraulic disc brakes, front and rear. And my last bike had mechanical disc brakes, but I'm okay with hydraulics because I also ride motorcycles. And so servicing brakes, changing pads, and bleeding brake fluid and all that is something I'm familiar with. So I just didn't even give a second thought to that. Yeah, I'm also going to switch out this quick release and put a clamp on. They were out of stock when I was at the bike shop. I went to the Kona website and they didn't, I just couldn't even find them. So I'll track one down. I'm going to put one on here that also uses an Allen key. That way it's, you know, just make it a little bit harder for the bike thieves because they are around, and you know, you just got to do what you can to protect your investment and your transportation. So, and I think that's it. That's pretty much all I've done with this bike. It's been a great commuter so far. I really like it. You know, if I want to take it off road, I can just take these Schwabs off and put the WTBs back on and go for it. So I'm really happy with the decision to go with a mountain bike and just make it more commuter friendly because it gives me the versatility I'm looking for. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.